But for me, Python is the must. You cannot live without Python.
I have a question regarding the freshers. Just like they want to know about the Azure and multiple technologies are also available in the market.
सबसे पहले तो डरना नहीं, घबराना नहीं. They can go ahead and AWS, Azure, everyone
Yeah.
is providing student subscription, free subscription for at least I think for 1 year. They can learn a cloud by themselves by creating a free subscription account. If I am the interviewer, I will not take you if you don't.
In a world where technologies evolves every second, staying behind is not an option. You're not just here to learn, you are here to transform. Whether you are a BCA, BTech or BSc CS student, or you have completed your graduation looking for a job, or you are already in a IT job, or a fresher who is looking for the directions, and someone who is tired of the confusion around IT jobs, Azure, DevOps or cloud computing, this podcast is going to be your turning point. We just don't give you gyan. We give you clarity, career direction, and master level insight that no college book or YouTube reel which ever teach you. We are going to decode the tech in every way. This production may be simple, but the transformation is going to be elite. And every point of this conversation is going to be a turning point. If you are hungry to grow, eager to learn, and ready to win, then welcome to the revolution. So this is your host Divyanshu, and today this podcast is going to be a virtual podcast which is going to change your life forever. Because in this video we are going to talk about technologies, cloud computing and so on. And we also have a very special guest who have been working in this IT industry for more than 20 years. Without wasting further time, let's proceed to the video and welcome to Behind the Jobs. So hello Bhoopesh, how are you doing today?
Hey, hi, Dave. I'm doing perfectly fine. Great to have you here again in this show. So yeah, let me quickly tell me about a quick summary, professional summary. I have close to 18 plus years of IT experience, primarily working in DevOps and SRE for last more than 5 years. Prior to that, I was working different technologies. So it's easy to switch technologies if you are willing to. Otherwise, it's difficult. So that is the motto of my journey.
Okay. That was a great introduction of yours now. Yeah. So let's start from the very beginning. So how you get into the tech? So आपने basically tech में अपना कैसे switch करा? You are from the BTech background.
Yeah.
As
I completed my BTech in 2007, which is way back from now, from a private college in Mathura. It was affiliated from UPTU University. So we got campus placed in TCS in the year of third year, and I was studying electronics and communication branch. However, I was able to seal the deal in IT company, which earlier was kind of lucrative job at that point of time. And then from there, I started working only on technical stuff. Luckily, I got a project which was on Oracle PL SQL. Post that, another technology called a SaaS. Then I moved to US for close to 4 years. Then I switched myself to some other infra of SaaS. All these are analytics based technologies. Post that, I came back to India and I worked with multiple MNCs like Wipro, HCL. HCL is my current company. And there I switched myself to DevOps and cloud, which is the real deal currently as of now across the market.
okay. As you told that you also lived in America also, yeah?
Yeah, for close to 4 years. That is right.
Yeah. So can you tell something about the work culture of that country as compared to India?
Yeah, it's really different kind of work culture, because the American people, or you talk about any other country, people, they normally when they work, they really work very hard, and they work from Monday to Friday, and they simply take a complete off on Saturday and Sunday. And the work culture is very good. They really treat Indians very well, because they know Indians have very brilliant minds. They really care about it. So it's very very different kind of work experience. You will get to along with your with their culture, and you exchange your culture with them, and they are very friendly. I'm not quoting about special customers, but yeah, there are almost 90% of customers are really friendly, and they really want to work with Indians due to the brilliant minds that we carry.
With this conversation, I just remember a thing. मैंने एक podcast पर ही सुनी थी same thing. That's an Indian thought कि अगर दिमाग लगाना है तो आप अमेरिका से सीखो, अगर काम करना है और डेडिकेशन के साथ तो आप इंडिया से सीखो. Is this really correct or not?
That is really correct. See, what happens if you really want to give any work to a US technocrat, He will work for a few hours and he will let it go. But अगर वही काम अपने Indian technocrat को दे दिया, that too
Yeah.
in US, so he will get it done, and he will get it done over time also. Suppose that needs to be delivered by today, he will
Yeah.
get it done. But US technocrat, he might take some time, additional couple of days. So that is a zeal of an Indian technocrat over other people or other countries technocrat. They have a zeal to do it, but at any cost, right? They will make it happen.
Yeah.
They will run from pillar to post to get it done, right? That is what I do normally as my motto, being a technical person, and everyone should follow, as an Indian technocrat.
So I want to ask one thing. Are you a fond of a technical person, or you just suit your career to the technical thing?
No, actually, I'm a kind of fond. Reason because I've been working in this technocrat for so many years, right?
Yeah.
In between, for 1 and 2 years, I have worked in a company where more of a managerial work was there, but I then switched it, back to HCL, where all the the hardcore technical work is done. And I really love this thing. Whatever I do, I'm currently an architect, so I love new challenges. I love new technologies, and that's what my motto.
Yeah, I understand it. And as you are having a great knowledge in Kubernetes, Azure DevOps, and AWS also. So, for the listener who might not be familiar with that, can you please briefly explain with Kubernetes, Azure DevOps, and all the things, and why are they important in today's IT landscape?
Yeah. So I'll take you a very small example. So if you talk about 5 years ago, 10 years ago, for any new application that needs to be go to production. When I say production, it needs to be live, right? When
Yeah,
anybody can hit to the URLs and then the application is live. That rollout process was pretty long earlier. As Saturday, Sunday, we used to take downtime, right? We normally get messages of our bank that the bank will be not available over the weekend. But nowadays, it can be done within weekdays also. Now,
yeah,
how that has happened? It has happened due to the DevOps framework and the cloud. So it is continuous integration and continuous deployment that is happening within a day, within hours. So that is the beauty. I mean, you are running pipelines, you are integrating all the testing also. So all the manual work has been almost diminished, and with the help of agentic AI integration, that also work is being taken away by the
yeah,
testers. So that is again another side of the story. So by bringing DevOps and cloud, basically you are minimizing the production rollout. Earlier it was used to take 3 to 4 days. Now it is pretty quickly, within a day or within next day you can get your things into production. So for new users, for people who are working in who are studying in colleges or working in 1 or 2 years of experience, they should really learn cloud and DevOps. And trust me, this is being used in each and every company. If you really want to study only Oracle, stick to Oracle, you will be getting jobs, only Oracle related jobs. But if you
yeah,
really learn DevOps and cloud, this is a framework. You go with
yeah.
framework. This framework would be used everywhere. You talk about any company, DevOps and cloud is used.
But as I think I have also done my BCA, and there is not a single work regarding all these things.
Now,
Cause we
nowadays,
just,
yeah, I
yeah, please continue.
completely agree. What is happening, especially the new colleges or the new universities, they are trying to now add a proper course on cloud and DevOps, especially in the third year and fourth year.
Yeah,
Earlier, it was not like that, because with the advancement of technologies, they also want to make the children or the students up to the mark with the industry. So nowadays, it is happening. I'm right. Whenever you have done BCA, maybe two
yeah.
or 3 years ago, it was not there. You might be getting taught Python or C and C++. That was the only languages that we used to.
And as I am not really a very tech guy, but I can understand all these things because I have a very little knowledge about things. But हाँ मैं समझ जाता हूँ चीजों को आसानी से.
But again, I'm not saying कि बिना tech के आपका जिंदगी खत्म है. You can definitely get a lot of jobs in IT. There are a lot of other jobs. Testing jobs are there. Management jobs are there. Quality jobs are there. The AI related stuff are there, where
Yeah.
you don't need a lot of hardcore technical things. So there are a lot of n number of things that you can do in IT.
And some of our viewers want to know about ki if you want to use the AI and the tech, then you must have the knowledge to adapt all the tech things, and you must know the coding about it.
See,
Is
that
it
is a
really
very,
true?
very good question you have asked. See, nowadays there are a lot of chatbot are there, Chat GPT,
Yeah.
Gemini, and
And also we
you
have
name,
DeepSeek here.
yeah, DeepSeek is also there. DeepSeek is also there, and then you have a Grok. So many things are there. but how to utilize that stuff, that is important. Now, let me take a very live example. Yesterday, I was working on a use case to deploy something in my Azure pipeline.
Yeah.
I quickly searched it on Chat GPT. I got the code. I used that code, and quickly within 10 minutes, my job was done. So the beauty is how to use Chat GPT, how to use these tools to make it work into your live project. That is important.
Yeah.
Nowadays, people are really integrating your pipelines with the agentic AI like OpenAI and Gemini
And
to do
Gemini.
some authentication or to do some coding. You talk about GitHub Copilot.
Yeah.
GitHub Copilot is nothing but an AI agent that gets integrated with your Microsoft GitHub account, and then you can write a code, you can debug a code, and even that will tell you where the code is being filled. So I'm just going a little bit more into technical, but AI
And
is really playing a very good role now.
also for now, Canva AI is providing the same services.
Yeah, that is right. Canva is also providing same services. Not only Canva, you have a Filmora also that is also providing same services. Correct. You rightly pointed out.
And I want to know, even every journey has ups and downs. So regarding all your journeys, all of your accomplishment, so can you please elaborate some of your accomplishment about the tech things? I want to know about them also.
Yeah, so first of all, I'll talk about the accomplishment and then I'll go on the downs also. Downs are also important to make yourself again shoot up. So ups were when I was relocated to United States in Texas. So over there, I was hardly 23 or 24 years of experience. 23 years old.
Please, don't mind this. Can I know your right age right now?
Okay,
Your present
right,
age.
40.
40. And you are doing all the things from your
22, 23.
22, 23. There is a
Close
great
to
more
18.
experience you have gained right now.
So when I was in US in Texas, so we were given a seminar to give in SaaS. SaaS was the technology.
Yeah.
I took up that initiative and I gave it at an enterprise level to so many people at on site. The US का जो client था, client level पे I gave that seminar and that was really appreciated. And what I demonstrated in that, वो समझना जरूरी है. I demonstrated how to do parallel processing.
Okay.
सपोज कोई जॉब आपका 15 घंटे चल रहा है, क्रेडिट ब्यूरो का कोई जॉब है. आई रिड्यूस दैट थिंग यूजिंग ऑल द लेटेस्ट टेक्नोलॉजीज ऑफ SaaS and I brought down the time from 13 hours to 2 hours and 3 hours with my team. I was not the only one. I mean, I was having my offshore team to work with me in parallel, but that was a kick that I started writing blogs on SaaS. मैंने blogs वहां से शुरू किया था. And earlier we used to have those these websites बना के हम blog लिखते थे. I don't remember it now. I have written a lot of white papers. The SaaS whitepapers.blogspot.in. I think that is right. You can simply again Google it, or you will get a by name. तो वहां से शुरू किया and then I never stopped it. After coming back to India, I cleared a lot of certifications and then I'm running a new YouTube channel also now.
Yeah.
So that is only for my learning. Okay, that is nothing. I do certain things over the weekend, so that keeps me ticking.
Yeah. And regarding your YouTube channel, I have also visited your YouTube channel. You also have a very great knowledge about the tech at these things, और आप वहाँ पर काफी ज़्यादा tech से related ही डालते हो. So
see, my YouTube channel is a little bit different from normally what people do. People really go for subscribers and everything. My channel is hardcore technical. Suppose मैं किसी project में इसी काम को कर रहा हूँ, right? And I get stuck. What to do? Then I simply go and search internet. I search on YouTube. मुझे नहीं मिल रहा है. I generally do all those complex use cases जो हम industry में use करते हैं using open source, so that अगर किसी को करना है, they can simply come to my channel or GitHub repository and they can capture the steps and then they can do it. So that is why my channel is a little bit different. How to do this thing, how to install, how to do this, blah blah blah. So it is all how to. कैसे करना है.
Going to work when someone is facing the same problem as you are.
Facing the same problem, or he is having little bit more knowledge. So I am not providing base knowledge. Theory नहीं देता मेरे अपने. अगर आपको थोड़ा बहुत knowledge है Kubernetes का, you are welcome here and then you do all the interesting use cases.
In my graduation, I have also seen multiple YouTube channels. At that time, I was trying to learn कि मैं YouTube से कैसे चीजों को सीख जाऊं. That was my first motive कि मैं YouTube से चीज़ों को सीख जाऊँ, how to become a developer, how to learn front end, how to learn back end, और काफी सारी चीजें. So is it really possible to learn all the things from the YouTube?
That is right. Nowadays, if you see the ranking, no, you can check it offline. India is the second, I think second or third number, where we have a lot of YouTubers
Yeah.
which are playing a lot of very good role in learning skills by YouTube only.
Yeah.
Right. तो YouTube से आप सब कुछ सीख सकते हो because YouTube has a corresponding link. आपको GitHub का लिंक मिल जाएगा जहाँ पे आपको स्टेप्स और कोड्स मिल जाएंगे. GitLab का लिंक मिल जाएगा. So YouTube is a medium because you might have heard कि सुनने से ज्यादा जल्दी याद होता है, right?
Yeah.
When you visualize something, when you listen something, you get to know those things for a longer period of time. And when you do things, that is really important. So practical knowledge gives you strength after listening and watching something.
And that was a question because I have also created a Spotify clone because of YouTube.
Wow.
मैंने उनका पूरा GitHub का कोड कॉपी करा and I just pasted it और मैंने अपना कॉलेज का प्रोजेक्ट वहीं से दिखाया था.
That is the beauty. You need to use open source. You need to use, but use it wisely. Your customer is not impacted. Your compliance are met. So you need to use everything very wisely.
You must know how to use these things properly.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying. I've been using for so many years, and there are so many intellectual people. See, I am just 1% of it. There are so many 99% of people who are there who actually doing contributions to a lot of communities. Kubernetes community, observability community, Grafana community. There are a lot of people, right? I'm just trying to follow those people so that at least I should be relevant and my team should be relevant in the market.
If you are just interactive on social media like Instagram, so you must know the channel named as Easy Snippet.
Easy Snippet, yeah. I've heard of
In all his videos, he just start from a random video, and after that, he just try to tell people about the coding. He start the coding.
Okay. Maybe I'll just give it a try. I haven't seen it that much. Heard about it, yeah.
Just like from a random reel to a proper coding scenario.
There are a lot of channels
flip all the things
related to that. Quickly jump from one section to other sections.
Yeah. And with the coding things, I have a question regarding the freshers. Just like they want to know about the Azure and multiple technologies are also available in the market.
Correct.
So how they can learn from the very beginning, from the very basic level?
So for freshers, सबसे पहले तो डरना नहीं, घबराना नहीं. They can go ahead and AWS, Azure, everyone is providing student subscription, free subscription for at least I think for 1 year. They can learn a cloud by themselves by creating a free subscription account, cloud student subscription account, and then they can follow any YouTube channel or they can follow any Udemy course. All these courses are pretty easy, pretty cheap, I think less than 500 rupees. Or if you don't want to buy something, I never buy something, you can go on YouTube channel and or GitHub repository and then learn something. So go with any cloud. That is a must in industry, Azure or AWS, and then make yourself, very accustomed in any one programming language. Either you go with Python, Go, or PowerShell. I would recommend Python because that is used across everywhere. So Python for scripting, pick up any one cloud for learning, right? And DevOps, you don't worry, you will, get to know when you enter industry. But cloud, at least you can learn things.
And which is the standard language to know every student have learned this particular language to get
Python
into the coding career?
People generally, do debates on Python, Go, Bash. But for me, Python is the must. You cannot live without Python. See, you can live in IT industry by doing some other work, other kind of work. But if you really want to be more technical, Python is the one which you cannot skip it. You can be an intermediate level, you can be a beginner, but you need to know. You cannot say, no, I do not know Python in an interview. You'll be thrown out, for sure.
And for entering into the... Sorry? Yeah, please complete.
If I am the interviewer, I will not take you if you don't know Python in a technical role.
Yeah. So we also got the interviewers mindset here.
Yeah. Maybe you can say that.
Okay. And if I want to enter into the cloud computing space, then which language should I pick at first?
Okay, so cloud computing, if you go with Azure, normally Azure cloud is preferably using, the PowerShell, the Azure PowerShell, or you can say normal PowerShell. Okay. Or even if that is becoming more difficult to understand, you can learn Bash. Even Azure
Okay.
cloud computing can be done with the help of Azure CLI using Bash commands. So along with Python for cloud computing, you need to learn Bash scripting or PowerShell, either one of them. And if you really want to enter into the advanced stage, then you can go with Terraform and Ansible. That is something a little bit more advanced from the DevOps perspective. But for a fresher, for a student, go with Python plus Bash or PowerShell for cloud computing.
And I've had multiple videos and multiple ads around the thing called Advanced Excel. So is it
See,
a really good option for me to
no,
enter
not at
into the
all.
IT
I
section?
will I will never recommend to learn advanced Excel courses.
Yeah,
Everything is now so easy. You can get anything from Chat GPT. That what is how
yeah.
to do VLOOKUP. How to VLOOKUP is very simple, right? How to write a macro. I forgot to tell you. I started my technical journey by writing Excel macros.
Oh,
I
by
used
writing
to
Excel
write
macros.
lot
Good,
of
good, good.
Excel
Yeah.
macros in such a way and such a level in TCS Noida office. I got the Technical Excellence Award. I wrote one so many Excel macros, and I created a training tool which I was managing for my entire account. So I
Okay, okay,
started
okay.
from there. So Excel macros can do anything. Advanced Excel is what they are teaching you how to create
Hmm.
VLOOKUP, pivot table, all those things. You can learn it easily. There's no
And
problem.
also we are having some courses like how to make your tax journey using by advancing the Chat GPT. There are particular courses over the Chat
Okay.
GPT.
So again, rather than jumping onto ChatGPT, first of all, understand how ChatGPT works.
Works. Yeah.
Okay, Gen AI what is a generative AI.
Yeah.
So ChatGPT will respond the way you ask. All about asking relevant questions with proper tags, with proper hashtags and everything. Correct. So
Yeah.
so it is always wise to write something in ChatGPT. You know about Grok, right? Grok is from Tesla, the Elon Musk.
Yeah.
You can talk to Grok in Hindi. Yeah? He will talk same way the way you're talking. So it's
Hmm.
all about how you use it. Anything can be done with Chat GPT. You can get the code, you can get the syntax, you can get the steps and implement it in your with certain tweakings in your project.
So do you often use Chat GPT and other AI for your work?
Pretty often. Still, yes. See, suppose I want to do something. Why should I write the code from scratch? That is stupid. In
Okay.
today's world, if you write scratch from your head, typing it, thinking, typing, you get the code, right? You
Okay.
modify the code as per your requirement. That is the wisdom that you have, that you carry, like 15 and 18 years of experience. You take the code, customize it as per the project requirement, and then deploy it.
Okay.
That is why Gen AI and Chat GPT, all these things are really popular. Use GitHub Copilot, integrate with your repository, write the code, modify the code, whatever you need as per the Chat GPT.
This thing can be a little controversial, just like why the colleges are just stuck in teaching the students to learn all the codes, just like from the very beginning to the very end. They are
Like
working on the process of rectification right now.
so I think the colleges needs to change a bit their courses, and I've been a part of my college also. I'm helping them to rewrite the semester, the curriculum,
Yeah.
where I'm making sure that cloud is there. And they should remove the orthodox theory subjects. So Rattafication will go, and that is the reason you can see even in 10th and 12th now the practical marks are more, theory marks is less. In our
Yeah.
time it was 80-20, 80 theory, 20 practical, but now I think it is the other way around. Like
Yeah.
so now, as per industry, universities are also changing. So you will see a shift for sure in near future.
Okay. So can you
Rectification will go.
elaborate?
Rectification will not work after 10, 12.
Yeah.
Not in job, it will not work for sure.
So what is the common skill that everyone should learn to enter into the job? A
Common skill.
common thing, a common skill.
Common skills. First of all, you should be well versed in communication. You should. So I'm just talking from a now student perspective. Okay,
Yeah.
student and the BTech perspective. You should be able to translate your thought process into English. That is the first and bare minimum thing. You should pick up any one language. Python you can pick it up. Third thing is your the last year project should be so good, not so good. At least you should be able to explain the things related to project that the interviewer should get motivated
Yeah,
that I
okay,
can
okay,
hire
okay.
you, because at a fresher level I cannot ask you Kubernetes, I cannot ask you cloud, but I will understand what you've done in your last year project for
Hmm.
MC as well as for BTech. So that is the third thing and the foremost thing. And fourth thing, if you can learn something extra cloud, that is, I would say icing on the cake, right? So these are the four things you should concentrate. First is communication. Second is pick up any scripting language, Python or Java, whatever you need. Explain your final year project, and then last but not the least is your any cloud if you have any experience that will
Okay.
put a weightage to your resume.
Let's take an assumption that I am coming from a non-tech background,
Mm-hmm.
and now I want to enter into the tech background. I want to get a job into the IT company.
Mm-hmm.
So, what I should make my first impression to the interviewer or to the HR?
Yeah, yeah. So there are definitely other sectors where you can get into the IT industry, like pre-sales, like MBA
Okay.
people, right? MBA people doesn't know coding and everything, right? They come and join and they are sitting at the top positions in IT industry. So you can understand the life cycle of the project management is very very important. How you can follow certain courses like PMP for project management. It is a very popular course. So you can enter into that field where you don't need any coding. You can enter into the quality area, do certain quality certifications. Then interviewer can really understand that you are from quality background. You can enter into the security domain. You can do security related work, security related certifications and training. So coding is just only one of the tracks. There are so many
Yeah.
tracks available around it. Management is there, testing is there, okay, security thing is there, quality is there, so many things. Pre-sales is there, as I talked about. Now, if you want to go to the management side, pre-sales side, you do MBA better, and then if you do not do MBA, your growth would be a little bit slower. Better to do MBA, come into IT industry, and then land up into project management related stuff. And if you want to come to security, then do the related certifications. Right.
And is it really easy for the student who is just a fresher and have a very little bit knowledge about tech to get a job at foreign country?
It is not difficult, but it is not easy also.
Okay. It
Reason
can be
being,
tell us a moderate.
uh,
Yeah.
you need to clear something. Either you clear TOEFL, और जैसे आपको ऑस्ट्रेलिया जाना है तो आपको TOEFL क्लियर करना पड़ता है, guess, right? GRE क्लियर करना पड़ता है with certain score. GMAT, I think GMAT करना पड़ता है.
Yeah.
And then you go there, minimum score, and then you search job, or you go for higher education. Like US में लोग higher education के लिए जाते हैं, जैसे BTech करने के बाद, BCA करने के बाद, BBA करने के बाद लोग MS करने जाते हैं, and then they land up job there. So it is not difficult. I mean, see, but it is not so easy also.
Okay.
So, and there are certain other repercussions. You need to have a lot of money at the starting point. You take a loan, education loan. US में MS करना, it's I think 40 to 50 lakhs. So from a lower middle class or middle class family, then you need to take a loan, right? So those are the other scenarios. So कहीं भी जा सकते हैं. There are so many cousins from my family. They have gone to US and then they are settled there. So it's possible. Nothing is impossible.
Okay. Okay. So can you please tell me about the future of cloud computing and DevOps?
It is definitely bright. You can definitely count on that for next 10 to 20 years. For sure, the future is very very bright. You make yourself relevant in any one of the cloud. Multi-cloud is really good, and then learn any one of the DevOps strategy, either any pipeline or Kubernetes or whatever you like.
Yeah.
The future is really bright. So if I really want to pick two things that are bright in future, AI and DevOps and cloud.
Okay. Okay.
If you
Okay.
are really good in either of them or all three of them, nobody can stop you to reach whatever you want.
And I was recently just talking with my classmate, and one of them was just a BBA graduate, and I'm a BCA graduate. If we just talk around all the things about the technologies and all, so उनके एक प्रोस्पेक्टिव में मेरे एक प्रोस्पेक्टिव में बहुत ज्यादा सिमिलैरिटी नहीं आती है. देखो डिफरेंशिएटेड बाय कि भाई तू तो टेक का है, तुझे जॉब मिल जाएगी और मुझे अपना फ्यूचर देखना पड़ेगा. इज इट रियली ट्रू?
See, in countries like developing countries like India, Philippines, we have more jobs related to IT. That is true.
Yeah.
Other job sector is little bit not to that level. So that is the reason the other folks needs to do multiple things, like they do BBA, then they do MBA from a very good institute. If you do MBA from a local institute, when I say local, the mediocre institute, then it is difficult to get a job which you want. I mean, you will get a job of 20 to 50,000 per month, but you will not get a job into MNC.
Yeah.
So that is the difference. So definitely you are right. There's a slight gap in perspective. So you can sit in a job industry. If you compare from BBA, BCA, BBA with BCA, or MCA with any other non-tech
Yeah.
background.
And some people are just very mad to get a job in the MNCs as compared to the Indian companies.
See, there are
Why
see,
is it?
it depends on what is your objective, what is your
Yeah.
motto, right? You want to work with cross culture, countries. You are really fond of getting into MNC, right?
Yeah.
So if you're fond of going to multiple countries from an IT background, you can go. So there, it is all about what are your liking. What is your dream? You really want to travel multiple countries across the globe. Then you can definitely IT is the best place. Yeah, you can go to so many countries.
Okay, 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 okay. And I want to know about the AWS. Just like it's a kind of little underrated between the students who are in the
Who
colleges.
said who said AWS is underrated? No, not at all. So if you see the market capitalization as we speak today,
Yeah.
AWS still you know notching up little bit more than Azure. So AWS market capitalization is definitely greater than Azure. So it's all a cloud.
Okay, okay.
Now
Uh,
the trend is changing. The customers who were on AWS cloud now shifting to Azure cloud. The only reason is cost.
yeah.
Other way around is AWS is still the pioneer of cloud infrastructure. We have so many clouds. We have AWS, we have Azure, we have IBM, we have
Hmm.
Oracle, we have GCP, which is Google Cloud. These are the top 5 or 6 prominent clouds that are there in the market.
So can you please elaborate about the Google Cloud as you just named it earlier?
Yeah, Google Cloud is a kind of the third runner. It is on the third
Okay.
other plus and minus. It is cheaper, but the UI and everything is not that great, that fancy the way we have for Azure and AWS. It is getting some deals now from customers. People are now choosing Google Cloud, but still it is on the third position. Due to multiple factors, or maybe the Google Cloud is coming at a later stage when the AWS has already captured the market. AWS has earlier close to 60% of market already captured.
Okay,
Now
okay.
the percentage is coming down because we have a lot of competitors. See, when we have a lot of competition, then only you get the reduction in pricing. So now AWS has also reduced the price. Azure is coming. GCP is also fighting. So that is the reason all these uh, Google, all these platforms are coming. All these different companies are coming with their cloud platform.
What can be the latest competition of all these things in just 5 years, in just coming 5 years?
Next 5 years, definitely these three will be the pillars, or you can see the front runners: Azure, AWS, and GCP. If you can pick any one of them, you are in safe zone.
If I just tell ki, is there any particular single competitor of all these things who is going to beat all these?
Not at all.
Is there anyone?
I don't see anything can beat all these three clouds. Due to see, this is all about big companies, big fishes.
Yeah.
IBM is also big fish, but IBM cloud I don't think is so much. I've not seen the Gantt chart or the magic quadrant of Gartner, but definitely the market capitalization of AWS and Azure is far more more than other cloud which are coming behind, right?
Yeah.
And this is all about coming from their experience. They have a lot of experience and they have deployed a lot of IS, PaaS, and SaaS services, which the other clouds are lacking. So they are definitely the pioneer. They are definitely the front runners.
Okay, okay, that was great. So, regards all the technologies, can we talk about your college? So, what was your final project? Can we talk
Okay.
about it?
Yeah. Final project was on measuring the losses in the I would say the optical fiber cable. I really don't
Okay,
remember too much, but it was a optical fiber cable communication project that I created with the help of one PC, and then I was showcasing the modulation. Uh,
okay,
it was somehow it was good at that point of time. But if
yeah.
you really ask me what kind of project I should do, or final year student should do, you should do anything related to the IT industry. Or if
Okay,
you are
okay,
in
okay.
EC technology or EC branch, then you can collaborate between EC plus software related stuff. Right? You can build some model on chip and then integrate with some MATLAB or some other software so that it's a combination.
So, as our main concept is behind the job, as we named our channel as the same. So, what's really behind your job? So, are you a really tech person behind all the works and all the things, or you are just a normal chill guy?
No, I would say I want to become a normal chill guy, but the kind of zeal or the kind of always tick mark that I carry with
Yeah,
my profile in architect hat, so that keeps me motivated and do hardcore technical stuff.
a
Which
tech savvy cannot be a normal person behind
I
all these
cannot be.
works.
Suppose you're going to bed and you think my that thing is not working, that API is not working, that code is not working. So next day you will think
Yeah.
something like that. Yeah. So that will always revolve you whenever you work in an IT industry.
Yeah. So, what's your best advice you can give to the freshers and the college students?
Again, see the advice is you need to be relevant, you need to study hard, and you need to be work on your communication. I was not very good in communication earlier. I was from small city called as Mathura. So work on all those perspective. Okay, as a fresher, as a if a student studying in college, you
As you told, Mathura is not at all at a very small city now.
still, I mean, I'm just trying to make a point here that you
Yeah,
should study the R.S. Agarwal reasoning, your
yeah,
quantitative, your balance, your newspapers, just to make yourself relevant. Okay, and then you pick up some technologies if you're really tech savvy,
yeah.
and concentrate on your project, and then nobody can stop you in this industry.
Okay, okay, okay. And which code should I choose and which code should I pick when I have just completed my 12th and I want to go into the tech? I want to grab a IT job.
So if you really want to get into the tech thing, I mean, last week also I was discussing with my friend. Anyone can pick up either Python or Java course. That's what I did. I pick up a Java course from a institute, educational institute during my summer vacations. So they can pick up anything. First year BTech summer vacations, they can pick up Python, Java, or anything AI, but do it thoroughly, not just
Yeah.
surface level.
And let's go deep down to the colleges and courses. Are you interested in this? Just like if I done BCA right now, so which course should I choose?
See, I think for BCA, I'm not very familiar, but for BCA, MCA is the best course, after that, right? You should
Yeah.
do MCA and get yourself hardcore technical savvy, and then you can, hunt for a job related to that. After BCA, people go for MBA also, but better to go with BBA plus MBA and BCA plus MCA.
Okay, 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 okay.
Yeah.
And about the MNC's opportunities,
Yeah.
if I have a little knowledge about the tech things, and I know a different language, a different foreign language, just like I learned Spanish,
Yeah, definitely.
French,
So you
and
have a
German.
very bright, scope in that perspective also. If you learn nowadays, there are a lot of apps, which you can learn Spanish and French, but that will add to your profile, right?
Yeah.
Definitely, a fresher cannot be. I mean, there are very less opportunities for foreign languages related jobs, but still, that will add the weightage to your resume.
No,
For
I'm
the
not talking about the fresher. I'm just talking about I'm an experienced person. I was working in the industry from more than 3 years, and now I have just learned the different language like French, Japanese, Spanish, anyone, and also you can include the German in it.
Mhm.
So, what do you think about my package?
Yeah, definitely, you will get an edge. So if you know German, Germany, you cannot get a job in IT also if you don't know German.
Yeah,
Germany people really, prefer German knowledge as a forefront. So that will add weightage. So any foreign language will for sure add a weightage to your resume.
yeah.
That is for sure. So better if you are not tech savvy, do all these other things. Go for
Okay.
higher studies, do MBA, learn foreign languages, so that you get an edge over other candidates.
If we just accept all the things like cloud computing and all, so which is your favorite language and in which field you want to work?
So my forte is always the DevOps and monitoring, which I would love to work for next 10 more years. That's what I'm thinking, and which is having a flavor of cloud. So I want to remain myself, whatever I'm doing for next 10 years. And I want to reach to a kind of, CTO level that is really, really thinking, but I'm not sure how far I can reach.
If I just assume you are just at your 12th class and you have completed your 12th, so you have an option. Your parents give you an option. You have to choose two things. Just like one is at the medical, and one you can go to the tech things. So at your 12th, which language you are going to choose?
See, this is really a debatable topic. You know why? An engineer or an IT profession would like
Yeah,
to land up to the other sector. He wants to become a doctor. But if you talk to a doctor, their life is really very, very, busy. They really
I am just asking this because I have seen people doing all these things, doing switching their profession.
so better to stick whatever you like, right? If you go to medical, then you need to really work hard for next
Yeah,
10. But if you choose engineering or maths stream, then you can work hard for next 5 years and then you can land up on a job. But there are other plus and minus. In doctor, after 10 years you are a little bit more relaxed from job
yeah,
perspective. You need to run around here and there, right? You get a doctor into a proper clinic, but you'll not get time for you and family. Doctors are very busy and really busy, so you need to think from that perspective. And you have seen, even doctors and engineers are preparing for UPSC. They are clearing UPSC also.
okay, okay,
Sometimes
okay,
people try to do something different also, correct?
okay.
So it's all about your wish. If you really want to
Yeah.
become a doctor, go for it. Doctor will give later benefits, but benefits will never ripe, right? Engineers will give immediate benefits, but you need to work hard for a longer period of time.
Tell me one thing you can suggest yourself for preparing for an interview if you're going into a company.
Yeah. So suppose if I want to give interview for a company like Microsoft or Google for the next time, first of all, go through the JD. What JD?
Okay,
And then prepare yourself as per the job description only. And then
okay,
read about the work culture of that company more. Read about the principles of that company. So it's not only the technical stuff. You think about the other aspects of job, and then you go for it. And
okay.
be very well prepared, well dressed, and then the remaining are really cosmetic things, right?
Yeah. एंड आई हैव गॉट थ्रू सम पोस्ट ऑन लिंक्डइन ऑल्सो जहाँ लोग ये कहते हैं कि अगर आप किसी भी जॉब की तैयारी कर रहे हो तो आपको खाली इंटरव्यू की तैयारी करनी चाहिए बट आफ्टर गेटिंग अ जॉब अगर आप फ्रेशर हो या फिर आप पहले भी जॉब कर चुके हो कंपनी आपको ट्रेनिंग पीरियड देगी ही देगी तो आपको अपनी पहले की टेक्नोलॉजी भूलकर उनकी ट्रेनिंग पर ध्यान देना चाहिए
So if you're a fresher, then these things really prevail. But if you're an experienced person, then you will not get any kind of trainings. When you join in a company later,
या
you'll get some kind of time to understand the environment, understand the
या
culture. But you're hired for some specific task, right?
हम्म
Suppose Kubernetes, then you are hired for Kubernetes administration, or for that matter, cloud. Then you are hired for cloud computing. So
या
for freshers, this really holds true. But for experienced person, you really directly jumping onto the hot seat and then doing the job.
सो एनी लास्ट एडवाइस यू suggest
I
your viewers
mean,
and our viewers also.
yeah, I've been saying the same thing which I see. Keep up the same spirit, the learning spirit, and do not get down by the lows also, because everything has a plan and God has a plan for everything.
Yeah,
So keep working hard, whether technical, non-technical, you will get what you want, either
okay.
early or maybe a little bit later. And I want to end this thing with a Hindi, quote, which my Wipro manager always used to say: "कोशिश करने वालों की हार नहीं होती."
Yeah,
You keep and keep try until you get a success.
yeah.
That is my motto. I always try and try to get things done.
With this thing, I have also got a quote, just like jack of all trades, master of none.
Yeah,
It is
yeah,
like jack of all trades,
yeah,
master of none,
I understand.
oftentimes better than the master of one.
Correct, correct, correct. So
Yeah,
that is fine. I mean, this also quote really holds true. DevOps and cloud is all about that. On
yeah.
I'd like to end it here.
Thanks a lot, sir, for sharing us your experience and sharing us the greatest technology which I've ever had in my podcast.
Thank
So it was a very great conversation with you, and
you.
hope कि
Yeah.
next time हम थोड़ी और ज्यादा टेक के बारे में बात करेंगे.
Sure. Hope so. Let's see when the time will come. Okay. For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.